Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In this video, I'll be discussing Filecoin as well as Orchid, aka OXT. That is my friendly little project that I like to focus on, so we'll have that included in this video as well. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe for more cryptocurrency news and technical analysis. I have a separate video that's focused on all the news and stuff that happened with Bitcoin and Ethereum if you guys want to check that out. And I also have a playthrough series of a cryptocurrency game called Decentraland, where I'm checking out lots of the plots of lands that people have been building on and the mini games that have been going inside of there. So if you guys want to check this out, feel free. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and click the bell icon so you can be up to date with everything. All right, so we're going to make this a very quick style video because there's frankly not a lot that's really going on. There's some good news going on with Filecoin. So decentralized storage network Filecoin has integrated with decentralized finance DeFi Oracle service Chainlink. My God, man, Chainlink is linking the chain between all these different cryptocurrencies. Chainlink is just killing it, and Filecoin is doing very well with this recent announcement too. Announcement Wednesday said the integration would enable connection between Filecoin and Ethereum and other smart contract-enabled blockchains. Developers will now be provided a full Web 3.0 infrastructure thanks to Chainlink oracles for off-chain computation and Filecoin's decentralized data storage. Colin Everin, ecosystem lead at Filecoin Developer Protocol Labs, said the integration will automate Filecoin storage functions and make Filecoin state accessible on other blockchains. So very cool news. In addition to that, Filecoin also did a retweet of Fenbushi Capital over on Twitter. If you guys want to check me out on Twitter, my name is right here at Atlas Official TV. I do talk about crypto and also talk about stocks a little bit and maybe anime. I don't know, maybe go on some other tangents, right? Mostly stocks and crypto. Fenbushi Capital closes a $23 million funding round for its Filecoin ecosystem fund. So they got themselves some more monies. That's a lot right now, $23 million. So another bit of nice supportive news. This is going for things like mining service providers, investment institutions, public chains, exchanges, wallets, individual investors, all this stuff that are included inside of the Filecoin ecosystem fund. So now we're going to go ahead and head over to the charts. And like I said, this is going to be a shorter video. I've had other videos where I say, oh, it's going to be a shorter video, and it ends up being a lot longer. But I'm learning. I'm becoming more self-aware. So looking at this, guys, yesterday had a nice candle. Now, if you go take a look at what happened with Bitcoin, it had a good candle at first too, and then it got crapped on. Very unusual day indeed. But with this news on top of that big push that was going on with Bitcoin, largely signifying why this had such a valid push, okay? If you take a look at the volume here, it was a little bit more than the previous day, and we've got, 2 consecutive days of green candles that are looking nice. We're still above the 21 EMA, this yellow line right here, so that's also very good. Something that's also very good, the technical radars over here on the far right are suggesting it as a buy. It's leaning a little bit towards the neutral position, but things are looking quite good. Something that is not looking so good is the fact that we are in the overbought territory on the RSI side. Now, if you guys take a look here, you can see that we got a nice little parabolic run that was really starting to push up mainly around March 12th. And when you have a bull run cycle, the RSI starts to kind of go off to the wayside. You don't need to focus on this as strongly, okay? However, if this starts to move sideways here and we're getting into a consolidated phase, then this RSI starts to come into play a little bit more because you don't have as sporadic of these random variables, right? And so if this lingers in this position for a little bit too long, it should naturally start to settle itself off a little bit down here. And if we continue to push up very high in a very short amount of time, well, then you're getting into more volatile territory. And we could have what's called a pump and dump type situation where the price shoots up very fast in a very short amount of time and then consequently ends up dropping down very fast in a very short amount of time as well. So let's go ahead and look at what levels we should really be keeping an eye on. First off, we have one level that's up here around $95.10. That's not very strong as a validation point, but we're going to go ahead and reference it anyways because we did see a pass-through take place on March 17th. And besides that, we don't have anything else to look at to reference with this, okay? So I'm going to say keep an eye on the way up to see what happens. There's a potential bounce that's going to be taking off of this top level here. That's going to be right around the $95.26 range. If we can manage to get above that, then psychologically, let's get above this level right here, which is going to be at the $97.17 range. Beyond that, then we're going into the open waters, the price discovery zone, right? And the Fibonacci sequence could be a good level to keep an eye on. First off, get psychological things, basic things, right? So like hitting triple digits. A lot of people are going to be waiting to see if it can break that. So leading up to $100 is going to be something that's important. If it can manage to break the $100, then the next major zone we're going to see is going to be $105.13. And then it starts to widen out quite a bit because we are looking at a Fibonacci sequence here. Then I'd be looking at about $137.50. And then afterwards, we're pushing all the way towards like $157.51. If it decides that it wants to go down, we do have support here at the $85.90 range, guys. Below that, and let's go ahead and get rid of this right here. Below that, we do have another level of support down at $73.02. A further level is on the 21 EMA. That is at $67.16. Those are your levels for Filecoin. Let's go take a look at what's going on with Orchid. With Orchid, we have 1, 2, 3 days of red candles in a row, the last of which has actually closed out below the 21 EMA, suggesting potentially the invalidation of this bull run that we've been having above the 21 EMA, right? So we broke above this. We had essentially one here, 1, 2, 3 days of candle closures above, a little bit of a pullback there, but then we had further continuations on. So as you guys can see, the 21 EMA is a pretty strong indicator. Drop down below this, and then it stayed underneath for a bit of time before it further had a continuation on. So we're looking for 3 instances. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor with this stuff, guys. We got 1 day candle closure here. If this can manage to go up above the 21 EMA, that's going to be the best case scenario for Orchid. All this recent news, the new shifting over to the like XDAI, stuff going on with the windows and everything. I'm still bullish overall on the long term for Orchid, but we need to look at things from a short-term perspective right now. If Bitcoin continues to drop down, if Ethereum continues to drop down, consequently, it's a very high likelihood that altcoins, most of them are going to be pulled in the same direction as well. So there's a lot of selling pressure that's gone on with Orchid. Do keep in mind, too, that we have multiple times that we've hit these levels, okay? So we're talking about like over here at the 79-cent range. We've passed above it back then. We also have over here. In a shorter time frame, we could actually look at 74 cents. So just from 60 cents to 74 cents, you're looking at a nice little return. What is that right there? That's let's go with the price range. So from where we're at right now all the way up to that level, you're looking at a 22, almost a 23% gain, right? If you just decided to go ahead and get in at this point in time, even with it being below the 21 EMA, even with all this sell-off that's going off and everything else, that's a pretty darn nice return if you're just looking to get back to that previous level right there. Now, if we go to the higher level, 79 cents, break above that, guys, we do have 82 cents, and above that, then we're going back up to that dollar, and then we're in price discovery zone. So that $1 region zone has been such an obstacle. Closest that we've gotten recently was back at the 92-cent range. If this decides to go further down, well, we're going to have support looking right about here at 58 cents. Further level drop down below that, it's going to be at 48 cents. And below that is going to take you down to 45 cents. Volume has been pretty lackluster, which is interesting because we also had, well, we still have the big summit event that's going on. So there's not much activity. A lot of people, they say, buy the rumor, sell the news. And I know somebody left a comment, which if you're watching my video, I'll get back to your comment on that too. But it is a common phrase that goes on in investing. I didn't make this up. I'm just letting you guys know that that's what they typically say. Buy the rumor, sell the news. So there's like this rumor that there's Edward Snowden and everything else has been leading up to the event itself. We did see some selling pressure, but overall, if you look at it from a daily candle side and you're not looking at it from like an individual 1 hour time frame kind of thing, you guys can clearly see that per day it went up. That day went up more. That day went up more. That went up more, and that went up more. And it closed out above each one, right? And then our event started to come take in, and we also saw the market starting to crap out. But as we got closer to it, started to go up quite a bit. Buy the rumor, and then as soon as the event happened, everything started dropping. But you saw that happen with Bitcoin too. RSI is suggesting this is median zone. This dropped off quite sporadically, guys. The volume is quite lackluster as well right now. So expect volume to start to swing in one direction or another as far as whether it be green or red. It is in a neutral position with the technicals. It's kind of like feel that out type of movement. Now, I told you guys with where we're at, if you came in an entry point right now with this, then you guys could see that you still got a nice little price range to gain on this. It does have the potential to have a further continuation down if this especially closes below the 21 EMA once again, further strengthening that trend, suggesting that we're in a bear market. So that's my evaluation with this, guys. Here I am. I made the video longer again. God. I'm trying. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I got a bunch of referral links in the description if you guys want to check them out for Coinbase, Gemini, Webull, Robinhood, BlockFi. You guys can earn a bunch of different stuff through all of those. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and let me know how you guys are doing, what you guys thought about all this stuff in the comments down below. Thank you, and I will see you in the next episode.